door of the sheep. John chapter 10 verse 1 through 11 perfectly explains why Jesus calls himself the door of the sheep and why God calls us his sheep. Verse 1 talks about if anyone does not enter the door, aka Jesus Christ, that person or whoever is a thief and a robber and is trespassing. While verse 2 talks about anyone who does enter the door, which is Jesus Christ, is a shepherd of the sheep. Verse 3 through 5 talks about how the sheep, aka us humans, we will recognize the real shepherd and hear the voice of God, as God will call us by our names, God will send us his messages, and God will lead us through the right path. And God also warns that we should never ever follow the fake shepherd, the pretender, and we should never ever listen to the voice of the enemy. Verse 6 and especially verse 7, Jesus lets everyone know, including his sheep, that he is the door of the sheep. And what the door of the sheep means is that he is guiding his sheep through the right path. He is guiding his sheep through the right way, and there's no other way to enter other than Jesus. Verse 8, Jesus makes it very clear that anyone who does not follow Jesus and go their own path, anyone who does not put Jesus first, anyone who pretends to be a shepherd, or anyone who pretends to be God, are thieves and robbers, but God knows who his true sheep are and who will follow him, as they do not listen to them. And verse 9, he makes it also clear that he is the door, he is the only way, and anyone who enters through him will be saved, have salvation, and have peace in their life. Verse 10, which is one of the most recognizable and one of the most popular Bible verses, and is for a good reason, as Jesus talks about how Satan, he is the thief and the robber, and he only came to kill, steal, and destroy, while Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit came to give life and make people have life abundantly. And verse 11 talks about how God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit are the good shepherd, and Jesus laid down his life for his sheep, which he literally did when Jesus died on the cross and saved everyone from their sins, which is so beautiful. So the reason why Jesus calls us his sheep isn't because he thinks we're dumb or we're animals, but we need protection from the enemy, which is Satan, as he only came to steal, kill, and destroy. And Jesus, he will guide us through the right direction and not lead us to the wrong direction or lead us to the wrong path. And lastly, the reason why Jesus calls himself the door of the sheep is because Jesus is the only way. Jesus is the only way to enter. There's no other way. If you enter another way, then you will be lost and you will be deceived by Satan. So Jesus is the only way, and Jesus is the door.